Next article I got is actually, this is a good one. I think it might spark some debate or conversation here. So this is from CFO, and it's 5 accounting and reporting considerations before reopening. And this is talking about, if you're looking at this at a later date, we're just entering kind of moving out of quarantine and COVID-19. And so this is the 5 things that they say that you should consider, CFO should consider. And so forecast is the first one, and it's talking about kind of working with the sales and the rest of the team to come up with accurate or at least critical accounting estimates. So, and they talk about looking at impairment models and stock compensation. So this article is kind of geared more towards, I guess, larger companies or well-established companies that would have some of these kind of things to think about. And then they have divestitures. So they talk about shedding non-core underperforming assets during a time of distress, and then showing that on your financial records so it's reflected correctly. Real estate expenses. So the ongoing mass experience with remote work has many companies considering permanent work from home plans for portions of the workforce. So how do you then, do you get rid of your leases at this point? Do you try to have a hybrid kind of thing? How is that going to work? And negotiating back and forth to get out of a lease, of course. Inventory management. So broken supply chains have been a defining feature of the crisis, and from grocery stores running out of toilet paper and such, but also good luck trying to find computer parts right now. So they're talking about if you need supply chain or you're using that inventory management that's broken, to find out how you can get back, how that's going to get back up and running. And then they talk about one-time costs. So, I guess what the tax verbiage for it is, an unnatural event, or the insurance, an act of God or such. So, but they're talking about companies may incur one-time costs as they manage through the crisis and the aftermath. So these costs may include severance resulting from headcount reductions, event cancellation fees. They talk about all that. Management should take steps to understand the new costs they'll incur upon reopening and determine which costs are one-time charges or now part of normal operations. So I kind of like to get your guys' opinion there. I mean, there's probably a lot to dig into if you guys have any opinions, or if it's, maybe not relatable to smaller clientele or mid-sized businesses.
I'm just excited to get the chance to talk about big bath restructuring. I don't know if you guys are familiar with hearing this or not, but whenever there's something huge that happens, you take a big bath and you make decisions in your financial statements that are, like you're saying, all these different ideas designed to put the questionable or the hard to swallow info all together into one period so that investors can look at it and view it, write it off as a special period. And so I don't have anything to add other than just that it's interesting to see that concept in action. I've only read about it in a textbook.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, to your question, AJ, it is definitely more of a bigger company consideration, because the context of this is we're talking about reporting, right? And whenever we're talking about reporting issues, financial reporting issues, accounting for financial accounting reporting issues as being an issue, as being something that a company should care about, it's only something a company cares about if they have external constituents that they're reporting to. And typically that is bigger organizations, or at least or sometimes your venture-backed or your PE-backed companies that may be in the startup phases where you happen to do reporting. I think what's cool about this is that for consulting or advisory firms in the accounting space, this lines out 5 areas that you could be consulting on, right? I mean, these are, because that's what this is talking about is, 5 areas where they're going to be these kind of financial reporting issues. And so kind of maybe going to market with services that are designed around these things might be helpful for some firms.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're right. Kind of a roadmap to more fees. So join us this Saturday for $4.99 for our one-time Get More Client specials with this as the topic.
That's right. Yeah. We will have never done it ourselves, but we'll put together a fancy PowerPoint deck to tell you how to do it.
No, we're all about efficiency here. I'll just Zoom the article I just read and let them read through it themselves, and then ask if there's any questions.
An automation right there. I like it.
Yeah.